Welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel. A good old Manchester United coming up. Well, a good old Manchester United chat is coming up today. There's not really any news out there, just all clickbait nonsense, in my opinion. You never know, depending on what questions you get in. The video could even turn into a rant. But get your questions in, get your opinions in, and we will discuss throughout today's video. How are you feeling, though? It feels like we've not been back for ages.
No,
we've had about 4 days off, which wasn't the plan, to be honest.
No, it wasn't the plan. It was a break. But I don't know what kind of break it was. I was just smashing the garden, battering it in the weather and all that. So I've done something useful. No, really, a break. Been chatting about United, this Southampton game coming up. Lots of people just giving their opinion. We're just really going into this game thinking, got to win, but win well. And I do feel that we're going to win well. I think 3-0. That's what I'm hoping. But that's the conversation we've been having. Yeah. It's not a matter of will we win 3-0. We've got to win 3-0. That's the attitude what's going out there. But
I do agree with that as well. A draw's not good enough. You get the feeling the media out there, Talk Sports, Sky Sports, ESPN, they're all sharpening the pencils, filling the pens up with ink, waiting to write the stories, because as soon as this international break's over, and thank God as soon as possible, you know, they're going to be writing the stories, heaping pressure and putting it on for this Southampton game.
I think they're doing it before the international break's finished. They're just like rubbing their hands waiting for this game. That's why I feel, and a few other United fans feel, that we've got to go and win well. But I've got to tell you this, and the consensus amongst us all, nothing about this fixture sits well with me. Does not sit well. Everything surrounding it. You know, you talk about the international break. That for me is a killer. It's an absolute killer. Playing at 12:30 down at Southampton. You know, you're talking possibly leaving Friday dinner time. Well, there's no time for anything. It is a problem. And like I say, everything about this fixture just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right at all. Even though United, I'm expecting, and other United fans...
You was just saying 3-0 before.
No, you know...
As the results, the performances maybe creeped into your head a little bit, your mindset, because as everyone else knows out there, you're very positive about Manchester United, to say the least, just like myself and most of yous out there. And you're getting doubts here. I can see it in you.
I
can hear it in the tone of your voice.
Look, there might be a rant here between me and him any minute here. Don't tell me what I'm trying to say. All right, that's as simple as that. Okay, I'll say what I feel as though.
I'll say what I want. I'll do what I want.
That's right. That's the way it is. No, look, I expect a 3-0. I expect United to go at them and beat them. But you want to beat them well, because the media is rubbing its hands together. It is waiting for us. I mean, if you look, suffering a defeat like we did at home against Liverpool, you would want more time to prepare. And there is no time. And like I say, Friday, travelling down to Southampton, is everyone back today, tomorrow? You know, even Thursday, are they back? I don't think they are.
The big question for me as well is Agate. Is he fit enough to play? Have Uruguay been playing in the international break? I've not got a clue. If you know, let me know out there. But will he start? Does he need to start against Southampton? Because a lot of noise over the past week or so about Casemiro. So does he drop Casemiro and bring Agate in?
To be honest with you, I don't know what he does about Agate. If you look, he's not rushed players back. He's waiting till certain players are fit and everything else like that. But I don't know how he's going to do it, because if you look at the international break, he's got to integrate into the team. There is no time. We suffered a heavy defeat at home against Liverpool. So what you would want clear is a week. You would want a clear week to prepare, to get the tactics right and everything. And that's what doesn't sit with me. That it's just everything about it is against United. The media is against United. Time is against United. Getting the system right, getting the tactics right, integrating the people into the squad.
Can I ask you something there? You know more than anyone. This is the right time, though, then, for Manchester United to bounce back and ram it down the media's throats when it's all up against us. How many times has it been up against us? You know, the media writing stories after stories, just making things up, and then we go out and get a performance and then can go on a winning run. Surely this is the right time to do it. And if you're looking at the fixtures that we've got from now until the end of September, surely.
Well, I look at it this way. as a fan, this is the right time. I always love situations like this when everyone is predicting and getting ready for doom and gloom against Manchester United, because there's nothing better, right, than Man United failing. But as a Man United fan, I have always loved all my life going and supporting the team when everyone is expecting a disaster. So the right time for the fans to get behind United. Difficult, everything, like I say.
It will be a tricky game because Southampton, with the way they've been playing, they've only just come up. It'll be like a cup final to them. And the way they've seen Man United's last couple of performances, the pressure that's on him, I'm sure in the changing rooms, the manager will be telling them to get out there and get at Manchester United.
Oh, no, they can clearly see that the pressure, what is on Man United. But by rights, the pressure is on Man United to perform well every game. But this is different. They can see, as I look at it, they can see an opportunity. They know there's discontent, especially after the Liverpool defeat. They know there's something going on within the movement of United fans. That 1 minute they're saying this, they're saying that, they're at each other's throats. They see an opportunity, but will they be able to grab it? I don't think they will. I think United will be too strong for them. I think they'll make the mistake, Southampton, coming out against us, thinking they've got an opportunity. Well, you do that against United, a lot of the times you get caught out. But like I say, 12:30 kickoff for me is a bad time to kick off. A bad time. The atmosphere is poor, it's muted, it just doesn't seem right. I've always felt that about an early kickoff, but the atmosphere, will it help Southampton? Will they get behind? I don't think so. I think it'll be a muted atmosphere. I think Southampton fans, they'll sit there and wait for Southampton to do something. But I do think United will be too strong. But people out there will be saying, yeah, but what about this? What about the team? I haven't got a clue. Not a clue who's going to play on Saturday. Obviously, injuries will be a problem.
Well, for me,
that'll have to be assessed.
For me personally, he can't be playing any false nine. Xerxes needs to start. We need a centre forward in the team. I think he scored the other night, didn't he, for Holland? If
yes,
I'm wrong,
he did. Yeah.
Get myself put me right on that. A lot of people are mentioning Agati as well. That he did play for Uruguay the other night against Paraguay. Some people are saying he had good ratings as well. So if he is playing for his international team, you would expect his fitness to be there or thereabouts. So for me, should he be getting a start? Or should he be giving him a start at home in front of the crowd here at Old Trafford?
No,
getting him used to the Premier League. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't expect. I'm demanding he plays. There's no expectation. He's fit enough to play football. He should be in that side. He's been signed. And it's the same with Xerxes. Xerxes should be up front. We need goals. We're not scoring goals. We never scored them last year. It looks a poor return at the moment on the games what we've had. So for me, Ugarte has to start. Xerxes has to start. How the system plays with Xerxes being the out-and-out forward, I don't know. Is he the out-and-out forward, what United fans are used to? I don't think so. I think there's more to his play. So it's a matter of like getting him in there and getting people used to each other. That will take time, and that's part of the problem I see going forward at the moment, especially with this fixture.
No, I actually do like Xerxes. I actually do think in 4 or 5 years' time, we might look back on this summer transfer window and actually think out of the bunch that we've bought, he could be the actual star of the actual bunch. Look, I really do. There's something about him. I do like his overall play. Didn't get it right most of the time against Liverpool, but who did on that day? But I do like his link-up play. And when he does drop deep, he has that pace, he has the energy to make sure he gets up and above the attack and get in the box to try and finish things off. And once he obviously scored against Fulham, but I think if he gets another goal against Southampton, that'll just kick him on. And I think we'll start seeing something special from him.
The bits I've seen of Xerxes is like, he looks like a good footballer. He wants the ball and he's prepared to run and he's prepared to work for his teammates. So it's a matter of how he works with the rest of the team and how the team get on with him. Are they able to change? Is Rashford able to change his way of playing football and linking up with the centre forward? And the same goes for Garnacho. So Xerxes for me is a footballer. He's not the big out-and-out striker, what United fans have demanded.
Well, he is a big lad, though. He's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, but
he can put it about.
He can put it about, but he's different than Højlund. Højlund does put it about, puts the pressure on, whereas he goes looking for the ball more Xerxes. But he's a centre forward, so let's have him on there and let's have Ugarte on there. Who the rest is out there, I don't know. And it'll all come back down to fitness after these international games.
Yeah, you'd expect Delict, Martinez, centre-backs, Mazraoui, Delo, left-back. Where's Luke Shaw up to? Is he back training? I've not seen any pictures of him. If you have out there, let me know. Hoyland, I think it's going to be too early for him as well. Ahmad, I mean, scores a goal against Brighton. Following game, he's dropped to the bench. Come on against Liverpool, was probably our brightest player. So is he going to come back in that starting 11?
I don't think he'll come back into the starting 11, to be honest with you. I think he did well when he come on, but Liverpool did sort of fall back and they didn't put the pressure on United as much in those last 20 minutes. So Ahmad, yeah, did all right, but the pressure wasn't on him. He was given and gifted a lot of space, to be honest with you. But he will be in the squad, hopefully be on the bench, come on if needed. But I don't think we should, me personally, I don't think we'll need him. The discussions, I think clearly 3-0. I think United will shut everyone up, to be honest with you. That's what I'm hoping, that's what I believe. So 3-0.
Do you think Rashford deserves to start?
Rashford's not deserved to start for months, but...
What, is that your opinion? That
No, I've had my opinion now for 8 months.
No, I mean, you just said that you don't think Ahmad will start. Do you think he won't start because you don't want him to start, or you don't think Erik ten Hag will start him?
I don't think Erik ten Hag will start him. I think Erik ten Hag will stick with Rashford.
Right.
Why he's doing that, I'll never know in my life. It doesn't deserve to be there, as far as I'm concerned.
Maybe it might actually do Rashford good, though, to sit the game out from the start and come on as like an impact substitute. See if that helps. See if that brings a bit of a spark back to his game. Get him on the score sheet, any assists, instead of starting him from it.
No, I don't believe in this mantra of everyone turning around saying, well, maybe this will do him good, or maybe this will do him good. No, if he wants to do any good, Rashford will do himself good by changing, and he's not prepared to change. I've not seen anything. I was having a discussion yesterday that apparently he put out a little bit of a video or something of him extra training on his own away. Well, he did extra training last summer, if I remember, by being in Portugal. Gary Neville went to interview him and that did him no good. Listen, he's got his own way of living and he's not going to change. A little bit of extra training, a little bit of Instagram publicity means nothing to me, absolutely nothing. Don't trust the fella, haven't done for a long time. Shouldn't be in the team. That's my opinion, and I'm not going to change it.
Martin says it's going to be a tricky game. Steve also says it'll be a cracking game. Southampton will play open football, and we will score goals. Defo.
Yeah, there's one thing about going to Southampton at times. I've really enjoyed myself down there and been on the back end of some good hidings as well down there. Not physically, I mean watching the game. You know, anything can happen down there. One of my best games have been down there as a fan support, to be honest with you, was the last game of the season. Drawing, absolutely brilliant. And also, for those what do remember, winning the league and then coming back on the train, last game of the season, the party train.
When was this?
Oh, I can't remember when it was. It was years ago. Absolutely fantastic. The party train, brilliant. But hey, Southampton, different quality, different city. Very enjoyable, but let's hope we come out of there with an enjoyable scoreline.
Yeah, Malp says the Crystal Palace game is going to be a tough one at Selhurst Park. Yeah. The place is a nightmare for us. Craig says it's all set up for a disaster, in my opinion, lads. And he's glad that he'll be on a golf course in Spain. Well, I hope you have a good time in Spain on the golf course, mate. But let's hope it's not a disaster. And when you do check your phone, it's 3 points to United. Yeah, well, you talk about disaster. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm worried about this fixture. Everything is just there for the disaster, and that's why it's great to play Southampton in such a situation, because the fans really... this is not going to be no disaster. I'm really positive about this game. I know you keep mentioning about things set up against Manchester United. A few people are saying it in the chat, but I'm all for this game. He's got near enough a fully fit squad. I know there's the likes of Hoyland, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount out, but that squad, what he's got available to pick from, is a very, very strong squad and should be taking care of Southampton. If we don't take care of Southampton, Well, there's going to be a huge amount of pressure on the manager and everyone in and around the club, because these 5 fixtures that we've got in September, Manchester United should be winning with the squad that they've got available. They really should be. And I expect United to go down there. I'd be happy with a 1-0 win right now, me. Just to get the 3 points, move on to the next game and start building some confidence, some momentum from there, then start getting more goals on the score sheet.
I don't think a 1-0 win will do anything for the confidence. I think it'll just heap more pressure on United. I think they should go there, free-flowing football, and go on the attack. And I think goals are the thing of the day, the name of the game. And we've got to get goals. And we're due a handful of goals somewhere. And I think Southampton is the right time to go there. And 3 goals, I'm not going to argue with 3 goals. I'm confident of a win. I want 3 goals. I want a good performance and all that. But, you know, you still have to worry about what goes on. And as I said before, Southampton will see this as an opportunity. They will be putting everything in line and saying, right, well, that's against United, that's against United. We need to take advantage of what's going on here today. They need the points. Will they be frightened to lose the game? Will that hinder them? Or will they just come out and have a go at United? And like I say, if they do come out and have a go at United, they will be in big trouble.
Yeah, John says they need to defend better. I would change the goalkeeper. I don't feel confident with Onana. To be honest with you, mate, he's got to do a lot this season to change my opinion on him. I just don't think he's good enough to be the actual number 1 for Manchester United. If you're going to, challenge at the top of the league, you need a strong back 4, a strong goalkeeper. And at the moment, I'm just not seeing it from Onana, to be honest with you. But he could change my opinion on a lot of people out there come the end of this season, and let's hope he does. Steve also says we need fitness, not muscle. People obviously mentioning about Craig earlier on a golf course. You keep doing that. And someone's interested in your sleeping pattern. Malp says, is Tony sleeping okay after the 2 defeats on the bounce?
To be honest with you, I've had some really good sleeps. I don't know whether that's because of the break or doing the garden or going on my bike, things like that. But I've slept well. It doesn't worry me. So maybe, like I say, I'm expecting a 3-0 defeat. I want a 3-0 win. I want a win. I believe we're going to win, and I think that's helping me with my belief in Man United. Yes, it'll be a tough game. I just want to go back to the Onana. Listen, Onana's here for the year. It's okay turning around saying, I don't like him or I think he needs to do more. Yes, we all know he needs to do more. It's very difficult for a goalkeeper. So I'm still backing Onana to turn it around. I hope he turns it around. He's playing for Manchester United. I don't want a player to carry on playing rubbish. But I do see there's a problem with Onana and it has to be turned around. And that's down to the manager and the coaching staff. And at some point, further down the line, if there's no change, then we all know what's going to happen. I've been watching this team, Manchester United, for a long, long time, and I've seen goalkeepers come and go. But the thing is, I just hope Erik ten Hag's not too stubborn to act quickly. If it does carry on with Onana, these question marks about his performances, then I expect United to act and act quickly.
Yeah, for me, you can also look at the amount of different changes we've had to the back 4. Does that give a keeper any real confidence? Sat behind him. But yeah, I just think some of his positioning and his, some of the shots that go past him, a weak hand, etc. And yeah, for me, he just has to do a lot more. He's an experienced goalkeeper as well. And like you say there, will Erik ten Hag have the balls to drop him if things don't improve? Look, and put maybe Bay in there and give him a run of games? Because if he's doing it with other certain players who are the outfield players, well, why not do it to your goalkeeper? I'm not too sure what message that would send to Onana, confidence-wise. But if you're not doing it, there has to come a point where you have to make that decision. And that's what you get paid for as a manager, to make the big decisions. Yeah, well, if you're going to make a decision on Onana, if his form doesn't turn around going down the line, well, the last thing you want to do, right, is bring in Bayindi. You go out there and get the world-class goalkeeper. This is Manchester United. That's what you do. You want the best in place. And with the goalkeeper, you have to have a top-class goalkeeper. And I'm not saying Bayindi, the reserve keeper, is a bad goalkeeper or anything like that.
But what you have to do is you have to go out there, make a statement, and bring in the best goalkeeper. Is Onana that at the moment? No way. Absolutely no way is he. Right? He's got a lot to do. To me, I think he has made some mistakes, but every goalkeeper makes mistakes. But he has to start now putting them mistakes to the side and putting confidence back into the team, the back four and everything. Starts, if he just carries on making these mistakes, as I say, action needs to be taken. But he's here this year. He's not getting dropped for a couple of games to get his head right or anything like that. He gets dropped, he's out. But that's not the time. He has to improve, and the goalkeeper does need time.
Yeah, let's hope he kick-starts and brings a bit of confidence. I just want to see him like more commanding. He just doesn't give me that confidence when you're seeing balls being crossed in, whether for corners, set pieces, or just general wide play. Just doesn't give me that confidence sometimes, and it just seems a little bit like the centre-halves in front of him, the players are unsure of him as well at times. But let's hope it's a big season for him, and he does improve like all the players need to. And I suppose over the next 18 months, 2 years, it's all about building quality in the squad. So there is good competition for places as well, and that goes for the goalkeeper situation.
This squad and the people around it, the competition's there. And that's because there's a lot of young players there who are hungry, who want it, and are determined to get it. And there's the competition.
I just don't
right
think...
there. It's there now. They want to fight for this place. That's what I want, what a lot of people want. People to fight for each place. Young, hungry players. And we've got them. Is the quality there? Well, we'll soon find out. They'll gel. Some of them will make it, some of them won't.
Yeah, obviously like Hoyland, Ahmad, Mainu, young, hungry players. But from the academy, you know, who we're really thinking at the moment, Collier's there. He's going to need to be given time over the course of the season.
Yeah, listen.
Is there any more really he can throw into that squad, you know, to build it up? You know, we've still got the likes of Christian Eriksen as an option to go in midfield, who really is not really good enough to be at Manchester United at the moment. Might have been back in the day, but currently, does he get in any of the top 6 sides in the Premier League in a starting position?
When I'm talking about young, hungry players, I hope you don't misinterpret what I'm saying. These young, hungry players are being bought now. They were here last year, right? And will they make it right now? No, they won't. This is over a period of time. This is a 3-year period, as I see it, what's being brought in behind the scenes and ready to be moved up, just like them young guns. We've got the young guns in there now. It's just the next lot of crop of young players what have got to come through. And they've got to come through in the next 12 to 18 months to make this team what it should be for every Manchester United fan. And that's a winning side.
Frogman says simply don't score enough goals under Ten Hag, and we've not scored enough at the moment. What is it? 2 goals in 3 games. And yeah, that does need to improve. Like I said before, and I still stand by that. I'd take a 1-0 win against Southampton, then build on that, get the 3 points and build on that going forward. But you know, if we can get 3 goals down there and keep a clean sheet, that would be a huge confidence for the whole team, particularly the defence and the goalkeeper who've just touched on.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? If you get 3 goals at Southampton, right, that shuts a lot of people up. Not for long, because these people don't shut up. We all know that. Right? And keeping a clean sheet, that will also shut a lot of people up as well.
What tells you that we can go to Southampton and score 3 goals?
What tells me that?
Yeah.
The belief in Manchester United that they can come back, right, against adversity, and they are under the cosh right at this moment in time. Time and time again, I've seen it. This is Manchester United. You know, it's not some poxy football team, some poxy football club. They know what it takes. It's just a matter of getting it right, and they will all be singing from the same hymn sheet. And if they're not, then Erik Ten Hag has to do something about it. But I do believe, like lots of other people, time and time again, right, we have the pressure like this, and time again, we come out victorious.
Well, I'd like to think Erik Ten Hag and the players in the dressing room, they've got like that mindset of it's us against the world. If you compare it to like the week build-up before the FA Cup final, the amount of, you know, you're seeing it all out there from the media, the slaughter Erik Ten Hag was getting, you're getting sacked. All the players, well, some players being mentioned about they believe in the club in the summer. Some of them are still here. And he needs to have that mindset set for me, galvanise the players inside the dressing room. And you just hope that they are on board, because if there's any factions in that dressing room still who aren't completely on board, that's where holes start appearing as well. Look, and that affects results.
I'll say this. quite clear. The mindset in that squad is not right. It's not 100%, nowhere near that. Okay, there is still factions inside that dressing room, and it will take time for Erik ten Hag to get rid of him. And the reason why he can't get rid of some of these players, have their own little secret meetings or they sit together and they don't mix, is because of the wages and the contracts. So it will take time to get it 100% right. Will Erik ten Hag be given that time? He's under pressure.
Just like to thank you all for joining us today, getting your opinions in the chat. Smash that like button as well to help support the channel, and we'll be back tomorrow with another live video, so please get them notifications on, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for joining us as usual. Thank you.
Thank you.